Hi everyone, this is our second live of the day. I wasn't feeling the vibe, so I just restarted everything. Welcome to the channel. I hope you have the disclaimer from the previous one, or here it is. Please be very careful what kind of information you're sharing online. You never know who is watching. And this is a free reading. We do specific and urgent readings. Otherwise, if you wish to book with me, we go through an astrological chart. It's a 60 minutes reading. We have core questions that you require for your life, so you never have to go back to astrological reading again and again. You get all the right answers. Okay, Priyanka, I can't help you today. There is a lack of connection here. I asked you multiple times, multiple questions. Your response was just out of, I can't help you. Okay, let's see what this person represents in your life. Okay, Huma. Your name is Huma or Fatima? Which one is the name that you prefer to be called? Okay, so this is a jumping card, 5 of Wands. I don't think, yeah, she definitely does remember you, but I don't think it's something that if she wishes to fix. But as I sense, for you psychologically, she represents a part of you, a time of your life which you wish to revisit. So astrologically, as the transits are going, whenever we feel like we have let ourselves down, or when we have let other people down, and we see who we used to be and what we are becoming, this is the time when we reevaluate who we are. So if we were selfish, we realize that no, we need to change. If we were too self-sacrificing, we realize that we need to go the opposite way. So this is a time when you're missing her or think about her, because she represents a time. So similarly, she might be remembering you as well, and you might represent something, but I don't see her energy. This is you. But yes, there is a sense of anger that I feel, and I think the anger is coming from her. So I would say that she has some kind of anger in her for you. So this is a time for everyone in the world to go through their past and make peace with it. So I would suggest go ahead and make peace with it. Accept who you used to be, see how you have changed, and if you have not changed, then I highly recommend you look beyond your emotions and look at yourself as a third person, and actually go ahead and make those changes that you think you should have in your life. Okay, I hope that was very clear. Okay, I would see you. All the best. Have a good evening. Priyanka, I'm unable to connect with you. This many interruptions, if this many interruptions happen, that is also symbolism. So believe me. Well, right now, for next 2 months, love relationships are not something that are gonna have any good rapport. If anyone is in a relationship, they are gonna be struggling, or even they would disappear for their life from their life for a little while. So I wouldn't say right now is the middling time, astrologically speaking. Right now, don't do it. But yes, after November happens, like once November starts, mid-November, relationships would start to become a priority in everyone's life again. But right now, it's not relationships, it's more about community. So people are looking at themselves, thinking, how do I come off and what do I create in this society? So it's a mirror between you and reality. So this is not the time for relationships. This is more of a time of collective. Okay, Akhilesh, we have done this reading before. I don't think I would be able to help. But tell me, has something changed? Like, did you speak recently? Did something change since the last time? And I did tell you that there would be a struggle if you go for this relationship. Her family would definitely create struggle for you. I did tell you that her family would create struggle for you if it goes ahead. I do remember that much. Hi Karma, I don't do multiple readings in 2 days in a row, like multiple readings in a week. I don't recommend that. Okay, how long has it been since she last spoke to you, Akhilesh? When was the last time? How long has it been? Hmm. Look, this is not the time for you to think about her, and if anything, she would eat you alive. Look, I'm not saying she's bad for you. I say she is a good person. She has strong energies, and I admire that in both men and women. She has the leadership quality. She is the person who would make a great partner for you, if anything. I like that. It's just right now, it's not the time. Next 2 to 3 months, nothing is gonna change, and energy wise yours is going towards her. So if you are stalking her social media or anything, you would see that she is shining. She is going out there, like you would see a particular kind of shining, even if you don't think that she's posting too much or if she's enjoying. But the kind of energy you are sending her, she is shining in her life, so she is not responding. If anything, she's going through a transformation in her life, so I wouldn't say that she is amongst other people. But yeah, she is definitely going through a transformation. Maybe she has started some kind of new spiritual practice, maybe started a new book, maybe new age, maybe ISKCON, maybe some other religion. Something is changing in her, and it is transformative, and you are not the focus of her right now. She's going through something different. So I would suggest that you focus on yourself, get that spotlight on you, make yourself shine, attract a better partner. Or maybe I did tell you that there would be, no, last time I do remember I gave you a few ideas as to how it would be and how to be. No, I gave you all the remedies last time. So go back to that video, find it. But yes, right now, not the time. Okay. Okay, hi Prashanti. Why do you need to check that? Is something wrong? What's happening? Josh, you need to check multiple alignments. Even for marriage, you need to check multiple alignments. For divorce, you need to check multiple alignments. Only one is not enough. If anything, Saturn creates delay. It doesn't deny, it creates delay. Hmm. It creates, if it's seventh house, it create a delay in a lot of sectors. No, Priyanka, I'm not saying that there was a mistake. What I'm saying is it's symbolism. Okay, I work with symbolism. Right now, it's not the time. If there are that many delays, okay, here is something that everyone who is listening should know. If you ever feel a strong resistance when you are getting out of your house in the morning, try to not go out during that time. So wait 1 hour and then go, even if it's an important meeting or something. If you feel the resistance, it is a sign, don't go. So you need to listen to these subtle signs. Or even if you have a dream the night before, if you don't know what it is, but if something similar is happening, you should stop. If you're talking to someone and you're about to share some kind of information and the person actually interrupts you, stop. Do not share that information. Even if you get the chance, that information should not be shared, because something always stops us before we do a mistake. So that's what I'm telling you. This is a symbolism. You should look for it and then proceed. Hi Shruti, how are you doing? What did your teacher say, by the way? I hope I wasn't rude last night. I didn't say that don't go to your teacher, just don't let me be your idol. So I cannot be a teacher, so I cannot say that a teacher is bad. Also, I was told not to say that to other people based on my astrological readings. Okay, so are you Jessica or are you Sneha? What's the situation here? Okay. Okay, so Jessica, how long have you been together, you and Jatin? Okay, great, Shruti. All the best. Why don't you pull a card for me? Shruti, if you're practicing, pull a card for me. Tell me which card it is. Okay, so we'll just check the energies between Sneha and Jatin. Jatin and Sneha. Solar calm in reverse. Okay. Take your time, Shruti. And Page of Swords. I don't see both of these people's both of these people. I don't think there is crossing of paths. I don't see that there would be a crossing of path between the two of you, Jatin and Jessica. Is there a reunion? Is there something you want to tell me about his feelings for her? Something that she needs to know about this connection? Be accurate, be open, be honest. A wish. Something about a wish is coming up. We have 9 of Wands. Okay. This is really hard for me to say to anyone, not because you're a girl, but I think I have already established the reputation that I say the weird things. Okay. Um, what I'm trying to tell you is most times when a relationship ends, it's nobody's fault, and some relationships come to a natural ending. In your case, you need to work on yourself, because the kind of person you are, it's difficult to be your partner because it takes a lot of energy to sustain you. Okay, so what they're asking is for you to take more risk, to maybe read more, to experience more of your life, so that you can sustain yourself rather than energetically and emotionally depending on someone. So that is something that is coming because it wants you to develop yourself as a person. Otherwise, situations would happen when you would wait for people and people might not come. Do you have any question? I really don't want to say this and then move on. I really don't want to make anyone feel bad. So if you have any question regarding this, then I would continue. Okay, great. All the best, Neha. Okay. How old are you, Anisha? Shruti, you are accurate. I have been planning for a long time. I have been preparing for it. It feels like packing my bags up for Wild West. So whoever taught you, they were doing great. Shruti, you are right. Anisha, how old are you? Okay, hi Prajakta, welcome. You're very welcome, Shruti, and you were accurate. Okay, Prajakta. Okay, were you ever married before this? Okay. Give me your birth time, uh, date of birth, time of birth, place of birth, with state written. Okay. Let's see what we can do. Well, Shruti, best of luck. I hope everything works out well after this. Okay, so we are. How do I reset this today? Are you dating anyone right now, Prajakta? Hmm. So, hmm. I understand a delay in your marriage. Uh, Look, as per your chart, it would take 34, 35, 36 years to get married. That is a given. Emotions. Okay, let's see the timing. Do you know the kind of no? Let's see. Give me some time. This is why I usually do it in private reading so that we can be quicker and focused on only one person. Hi everyone. We are just well, right now, if you were dating, it was a good time for you to get married. But I would like to give you some dates. Okay, this 2028 is a good time for you. 2027 is not. 2026 was a time when you could have gotten married. So if you were dating, I would suggest that if you are not registered on multiple apps and then registered in your community, you should start searching, because this is before 26 ends you should register yourself, because this is a good time to find a partner. And then marriage dates come up to like this until this December, so this is a good time to meet someone. Then 2028 is a great time for you. You would be able to meet someone. And then it delays a lot. 2028 is something that you should try to catch. That's all I can say. But If you wish to see this further, go to an astrologer or you can book with me. We would go through everything that is getting in the way. We might also be able to find where you can find your partner, what timing, what like what's the nature of that partner, what would be the career, and where you can find it. A few things can be opened up in there. But yes, obviously, if you go to an astrologer, that would be best. If you want tarot readings plus astrology, you can come to me. So that's all I have for you for now. Okay, all the best. I hope you find what you're looking for. Priyanka, when is your result? I will highly recommend that you start. Would you like to tell me, Prajakta, that like, are you registered somewhere? Like, what's going on? Is this a political marriage, arranged marriage, love marriage? What are you looking for? Nice. Okay. Come back to me tomorrow, Priyanka. I really, really, really don't mess with symbolism. Recently, there was a very bad omen that happened. So, this is just an example. I slept in the morning time because I couldn't sleep during the daytime because I switched the timings of my live and my consultations. And I had a dream. Within 90 minutes of sleeping, I had a dream. I remembered it. And then my mom was like, let's go to this place. And I was like, that's exactly what I saw. Is not a good thing because I saw my mom wearing the exact color and going to that exact place. So I told her I wouldn't do it because I saw it wouldn't work out. Something bad would happen. So my mom came up with this idea. How about my brother drives and I just come with them? And it still came true. So no, I do not mess with symbolism. Of course. I hope I have as much integrity as I believe I do. But life tests us a lot. Are you dating anyone, Anisha? Okay, look, I can check your birth chart, but the issue is you're too young, okay? I don't want to go through it and tell you random things that might mess with your head. Sometimes astrology is too accurate, and I don't want to do that and ruin your dating life. You go ahead with it. If you want to know about your dates, so every 3 years there is a chance that someone can get married. So I can check your energies as to where you are at, or if you want to ask about your boyfriend. But I personally would not do your birth chart for marriage. For your career and the stuff, that is fine. Hi Vishal. Anisha, good for you. Anisha, very good decision. Okay, so look, I wouldn't go for marriage. I would see where your love life is going. Okay, where you are at emotionally. When tell me, what age do you think is appropriate for you to get married? Like, what do you think the age you should get married at? Okay. So I believe you have a lot of time, and right now 12th house introspection. Okay. Where does this come? Okay. I sense that there would be an ego death before you get married to a person. Okay. So I see that you are donating a few things. This could also mean that you might be manglik and you need to do some kind of ritual. Or there would definitely be this ritual where you need to make a lot of donations before you get married. Okay. So why I'm saying this is because I see a shedding of self. I don't even know how to say this. You are asking about something that is 10 years in future, but I'm just gonna see what I can do for you. I see that there would be a shedding of skin, and there would be one partner that you would meet who would be in your heart for a long time, that you would not be able to get rid of. Okay, so that one person would return, and that person would be the partner that you would have a long-term connection with. But the issue is your life depends on what you give. So it would be a lot of things would be stolen from you, a lot of things would be taken from you, because that's what your soul wants. The lighter it is, the more you would expand in life. So I would suggest, if you are creating anything, try to give it away for free or make it for other people, or constantly continuously do some kind of donations. That would help you. And I see that if you don't do that, then in future you're doing a ritual where you are giving, like people used to do sacrifices before, but for you a lot of donation would take place. So this could also mean that you're a manglik. Yes, marriage would happen. I also think there could be two marriages. There is a chance of it, but it depends on what age you want to get married in. So sometimes people get married too early, and they marry the wrong partner. There is a yoga for two marriages, so they get married twice. Some people's marriages get delayed, so the first divorce just negates itself. Some people actually have three divorces in later life, so after 30s they would have three divorces. So there are a lot of concepts that come there. But for you, before you meet your partner, you would be fine. After you meet that one person, your life would become more and more difficult. I suggest do a lot of donations, or whatever you create, try to do it for the world. The more you give away, the happier you would be, and this person would return again, and then you would get married. Now interpret it how you would. Okay. Sakshi Radio. Okay, do you work at radio? Okay, do you wish to work at Kids Zone, or do you want to put your kids in these schools? Sakshi Radio. Like, do you want to work at them, or do you want to register your friends? Okay, I did something weird. Okay, that was a mistake. Okay, Anisha, I'll see you. Don't look for predictions so soon about marriage, especially. That is the one sector of our life which takes a lot out of us. So don't try to predict a lot of things, it will mess with your head. Okay, work at them. Um, how would I even answer that? Okay, I don't know much about them, but is there something that you're leaning towards? Like, is there one that you prefer more than the other? I would pull the cards and tell you if that is the right option. Otherwise, you go for the other one. Okay, Sakshi, I was speaking to you. I said, which one do you prefer more? I would check if that is the right one. Otherwise, you go for the other one. Or you can return. I would be back in 15 minutes. Okay, hi. Okay, where were we? Sakshi, best way I prefer more is that good than kid zone or not. Best way I prefer more is that good than kid zone or not. Okay, kid zone. You prefer kid zone? If you're still here, do let me know. Hi Shruti, please don't repeat post. But if you're here, do let me know if you are. Hi, please mention your name. Hi Akansha, how are you doing? It's been a long time since I saw you last. Okay, I think I am a little bit sleepy. Pull the charger out. Well, last time I believe I told you that you should, in fact, get help. You should get into therapy. Is there something beyond that yeah, that you wish to know? Akansha. Hi Kajal, welcome. Kajal, I'm not even sorry to hear that. I'm like, yes, that has happened to a lot of people. And if anything, a lot of married people find themselves in this situation. So I would say that I hope things change for you. But yes, I would definitely take your reading if you are interested in knowing. Uh, okay, Anushka. Okay, so please mention your name, whoever here is. Anushka, so you're saying yes, ma'am. I'm not contact with Raj. He blocked me, but my heart want to contact. Yeah, that would happen when you feel empty on the inside. You try to attach yourself to people, um, but that's still okay. So here is something that everyone needs to know: when we love someone, it's our burden to bear. It's our responsibility. We cannot do anything about it. It's a burden. Love, one-sided love does feel like a burden. The only thing that you can do is whatever you feel, anger, hatred, love, fear, lust, whatever you feel when you are in love and it's a one-sided love, is to put it in art. So painting, poetry, any kind of different activity that you can do, that's all you can do. You cannot pull them to yourself when they are not interested. I'm sorry, I know a lot of people can give you spells, this and that, and I don't know if they work or not. I just prefer core hard reality. I have a lot of Saturn influence, so I prefer my reality cold, hard, and sober. Hi Vishal. Okay, what do you do? Like, are you working, studying, homemaking? What industry are you working or studying in? Okay, Kajal, your okay, your okay was not very clear. I didn't understand that. Yeah, look, go ahead with it because Anushka, what happens is within a few years you would develop this cringe for people. So what happened is everyone who is past or in our life, we develop this cringe for them and we never want them to return. So wait until, like, wait it out until it happens. Then you would be golden. Until then, use it for your creative endeavors. Okay, so you feel stuck. Would you like to point it out that what is creating this hindrance for you? Hi Sudeshna, welcome back. Yes, please just mention your question. Sakshi, I did ask you that do you prefer Kidsy? Right, Kidsy, yeah. Is Kidsy what you prefer? Your statement was a little hard to understand. Again, this is something, okay, so Anushka, I'm speaking to Anushka. Okay, again, you're not gonna like it. Most of your questions are really amazing. I love them, but I know people are here for the tarot, and the answers I'm giving to you is not tarot based, but something that I learned from tarot, astrology, and the other practices that I do. Purpose, our soul purpose, releases itself, it unfolds itself, you find it. Okay, so as you go ahead with life and you're like a tumblestone, you get hit by different things, you react to it differently, you shape yourself, and suddenly as you are moving ahead in your life, as you're developing yourself, your purpose releases itself and it shows up. So if something says this is the direction you're supposed to go into, or if an astrologer tells you this is your soul's purpose, they are wrong. They are wrong because you can go into a direction, you cannot think. Yes, terms and conditions, yes, but this is also something that we need to know. Even astrologers, or not, there is always this key, you can do this and that. There are always options. Even in Hinduism, in Sanatan Dharma, they say that Ramayana happened multiple times and we only know about one. So there are multiple timelines. Okay, so there are different things that happen at different times. It depends on your soul at this moment which reality you would experience in this lifetime. So that's why the terms and conditions, even if you go into my description, you would see I say unless and until you change your mind when you are at a crossroad, your reading is very accurate. Beyond that, it would not be. Okay, so Sakshi Radio, Kidsy. You are looking for Kidsy, right? Okay, we already have a card. We have two cards for you. No, Kidsy is not for you. These are very plain cards. I do not need to interpret it. So this is a straight no, no twice. If she has no, Kidsy would definitely not be good for your soul. It would be too kid zone. Yeah, kid zone would definitely not be a good idea for you. It would weigh on you. It might take a lot than what it is giving back. So I would interpret this as they would ask for hours that you would not be able to give, or maybe what this does is they pay you less but they make you do more work. That's the kind of thing I would interpret these cards as. But the answer is no, kid zone should not be chosen, but still make your decisions based on making a list of pros and cons. That is my advice. Tarot is saying straight no, my advice is make a pros and cons list. Well, I'm glad, Anushka, that you were there then. You opened my eyes to this as well, that sometimes I can help people beyond that you served in my life as well. That's what I'm trying to say, Anushka. So thank you. Sudesh, Sakshi, I hope you received the answer you were looking for. If there is anything, do let me know, okay? Sudeshna, what's coming towards my life? Okay, Sudeshna, we don't do general readings. If you have a specific question, do let me know. Specific question or urgent questions, that's what we do here. If you want to have a general reading, have your astro chart read, and have that specific dates, the important dates of your life, you can definitely book a reading with me if you want. Sudeshna, would you like to have a yes or okay? I think I would be able to help you with that. I think I have an answer for you. Do you know my question is stupid? Uh, it's not a stupid question, Anushka. Actually, it is not. Yes, we would do that reading after this one if you can stick around, okay? Um, Sudeshna, let's see what we have for you. I don't know what message you have, because usually I would say, do you wish to have a yes or no? But cards were like, no, we wish to tell her something more. So you might have more messages than you are looking for. Nice. Should she? Yes. Okay, if anything, it would be a revolution. Okay, so Deshna, I think it won't just be a justice, but you might have started something. Like if you applied for something, if you complained, or if you sued the company, whatever you did, you kind of started a revolution, not just for you but for other people as well. So whatever that has happened, maybe it happened to other people as well, or suddenly there was a spotlight on where it wasn't supposed to be. So now you have suddenly brought a spotlight in the picture. And what I see for you is, going forward next 6 months, you would be admired. Like yes, there would be some scrutiny, but there would be this admiration and people would be looking towards you. So I really want to give you some cards. We have 7 of coins. You would win some, you would lose some, but as I said, you have started a revolution. The justice, you would receive the justice. Yes. Yes, सच के लिए. Okay. Look, you have started a revolution. A lot of people have been involved in this now. There is a spotlight, but I would say there would be some scrutiny, there would be some wins, there would be some loss, there would be some admiration. This would drag on. I would say 6 to 7 months आराम से जाते हैं इसमें. So as long as you don't give up, okay? Because we have the sun card, and as I look at it, it feels like sun always returns to where it starts. Okay, so there is a new year, there is a summer, and then everything comes. So you should wait it out. If it takes a long time, I'm not saying to spend a lot of money if you are doing a lawsuit, but I would say wait it out as much as possible, because what you have started, do not give up on it. Now if it comes to settlement, and if you want to settle, I would suggest that you should negotiate for more than just you. If there are multiple victims, or if there are multiple people who were harmed, so you take charge of it, because in future you might go into a job, or you might create a sector for yourself, in your career where you would be able to attract better opportunities. I would tell you why. Because as the transits are going, okay, so we have our north node Rahu in Aquarius. If you fight, if you don't take the settlement, or if you take the settlement, if you get it, and you negotiate for other people as well, so if you work for the collective, it would bring you great opportunities in future. But this would probably last 6 to 7 months. Okay, I hope you received the answer I was trying to give to you. I try not to be more graphic but I hope you understand. Okay. Okay, you're very welcome, Sudeshna. All the best. Anushka, so as I was saying, if you put this much energy in this person is gonna shine and you would be drained, because a one-sided love actually makes you ugly, actually makes you go down in your career. It has happened to me actually, I'll tell you. What happens is, I used to have this business, and for a short amount of time, I did feel like I was in love with someone. I've never been in love. It was a kind of obsession because I was getting out of something. But what happened is, every time he would visit or he would call, that day my sales would go down. Okay, and that means if it's a new startup and everything works on your sales, every day counts. Every single day he would call, somehow my energy would go into that and my sale will go down. It was a weird thing. So I would say, if you don't want to go down, try working on it. But of course I know it takes a long time, so I'm not gonna judge you. But something that you should keep in your mind, it's you versus them if they don't love you back. Yeah, so he drain your energy is something that, not the definition you might understand or what people call it. That's not the definition of it, but yes, that's similar to what it is. It's not they are draining it, you are providing it to them. So, of course, they absorb it. Some people are very grounded, so they don't absorb energy of anyone. Multiple videos of what? Anushka, what multiple videos? Okay. Mm, okay, somehow you have attracted a partner who is very opposite to you. So, what I would say is, this person that you like is exactly what you don't. Okay, so this could, some people are very free minded, and when they are going through the phase you are going through, they are attracted to people who are very traditional. People who are very traditional, sometimes when they are going through what you're going through, they attract a very free minded person, like a Sagittarius. So for you, whatever you want, the kind of life you want to live, you have attracted a partner who wants exactly the opposite of it. So I wouldn't say that this would be a long lasting thing, but yes, there would be a return, and it would be a test for you. It wouldn't be a love thing, it would be a test. It would be a test for you. So you better pass it, you better study for it, and you better make up your mind as to what you would do in what situation. So don't just go and with your open arms and be like, yes, yes, yes. Make up your mind what situation, what you're gonna do, and what are your priorities, then do anything. Okay, I hope that was clear enough for you. Okay, Parvati, talk to me. How far are you? Like, did you ever meet a person for arranged marriage? Are you dating anyone? Like, what's your opinion regarding marriage? Talk to me. I wouldn't say emotional control, because the more emotional control we develop in our 20s, we have to get rid of it in our 30s, and then we realize in our 40s that we best shouldn't have had any emotional control. We just need to acknowledge it and not let it overpower. What I'm saying is, make a list of all the things that make you feel okay, if a guy does this, I wouldn't compromise on this. So make your priority list. That's what I'm telling you, Anushka. You should make a priority list as to what you want in your life, what you do not want, what you would put up with, what you wouldn't put up with, your non-negotiables, and then go ahead with it. Don't let anyone disrespect you, because you have attracted a partner who is opposite of you. Okay, so that might create a bad impact on your mental health. All the best, Anushka. I'm glad that I was able to express everything without being rude to you. Okay. Okay, Purva, I can't help you with the time. Is there? Okay, would you like to change your question, Purva? I thought about doing psychology. Thank you, Vishal. But I thought about doing psychology, but I realized that probably therapy is not for me. Also, teaching is not for me. So I think I would be a researcher and a guide. That's it. I don't think I would make a good long-term person that you interact with. I don't think I explained that properly. So I think I'm making up my mind still. You're very welcome, Anushka. Please take care. Okay. Do let me know what happens. Keep me updated. I didn't love okay, so Parvati, you're back. So Parvati, you're saying I didn't love a person in my entire career. I am waiting for my soulmate. Someone understands me. Travel with me. Great. Okay. Give me your birth details. Let's see what you're looking for, and let's see what we can find for you. Okay. Date of birth, time of birth, place of birth. That's it. Is Parvati your name? Like, is that the name you go by, or give me the first initial of your name? And try to be a little faster, otherwise it's best if I move on. So okay, you but I'm scared to marry a person I met for a coffee. I do understand that. That is why I am gonna go through your chart and I'm gonna tell you what kind of person you should look for. Astrology actually works for like that. It shows you what your heart wants and what you would feel safe with. Also, it tells you who not to go for, because sometimes we attract the wrong kind of person. Because okay, so there is this concept which I've seen in a lot of charts. What happens is they continue to attract the same kind of person because they have the same zodiac or a particular placement, but they are supposed to also have this different placement of a planet that their heart desires, that they want to be safe with, but that doesn't align. So just because someone looks similar to what your heart desires, keep attracting that person. But if you don't want to get your chart read, it's fine as well. We can move on. It is not compulsory. Okay. Your question is pending. I feel stuck in my career. Yeah, but I did ask you, Vishal, that can you point out as to what is hindering you? Is there a particular point that you can point out that if this happened in my life, everything would change? Or this is the concept, or this is the thing, this is the situation because of which I can't move ahead. So you need to point out. So this these readings are more about specific things, okay? So when you point it out, we can look for how to detangle it for you. And we do not have a lineup. We take what feels right. We do not have a lineup. I do not require people to have a like number or anything. So there is no such thing as pending. You come back, go back. It's all open. Okay. So do you wish to go keep on with the direction you are in, Vishal? Or do you wish to change your careers? Because I do see in your energy that there is a gap where you would go ahead and do something else and then return to where you are at. Your soul desires a gap period. I see you standing somewhere telling your life story to a person that you used to be this, you moved on, and then you came back. That was a vision. That was a psychic reading for you, by the way, while I was focusing on something else. Okay, so Vishal, if you can stick around, we would get to your reading, okay? Parvati, let's see where we are at. Yes, I would definitely say that the next 2 to 3 years are very preferable for your marriage. You do have the alignment where you can get married within the next 3 years. Especially this year was a very good year. It had multiple alignments for you. So if you did not get married now, it's a great time to meet the right person. So you could meet the right person. Next 2 to 3 years, really good time. I would recommend it, but still up to you. Now let's see what kind of person you're looking for, what you shouldn't look for, and what you should look for. Oh, okay. If you're there, हाँ ना करते चलना साथ में, okay? Otherwise this gets disconnected. Okay, I see that the person is really charming, first of all. Very emotional, kind of have a shady side, kind of have, what can I say? A person who can do anything for their loyalty or what is important to them. You should not get on the bad side of this person. But yes, they are very emotional. But at this moment, I would say you wouldn't meet this person maybe at the end of next year. At this moment, this person is not going through a very good period of time. So you should take your time and meet some people or interact with them. Try to take more agency over your own life. Okay, no, this is where it goes. I would suggest that, look, focus on your career. This person would prefer if you have options. Okay, so it would be best for you, the person you end up with, that you have other options, because you might need to help this person out. This person would need to help you out. It would be like two kids getting married and then figuring it out. At the start of it, I do see that it would take you some time to adjust, even in their family, and even this person would take some time to mature in this relationship. But eventually, it would be a very good relationship. But it would take some time. So I would suggest, please focus on your career. This person would probably be in finance or maybe a lawyer, so a very traditional kind of um, job they would have. But yes, if you have your own career, you'll be very happy. Otherwise, there would be a lot of clashes. I hope you understand. I don't know if you're here or not, so I'm just gonna close the chart. Okay, Vishal, if you're here, do let me know. Hey, Aqua Alpha. Do you get Aqua Alpha? Did you get your result? What happened? I remember you and I got excited because you are a fellow Aquarius. Okay, Vishal. So where were we? Yeah. So yes, your heart does desire that you should. Okay. So Vishal, let's see. Your heart does desire that you take a break, and I would suggest that this would be a break. It wouldn't be a complete severing of your connection to what you're doing right now. But yes, you should in fact explore other avenues. This would be even better. So there are certain factors of polymaths that when they go to different sectors of life, they learn new things, and it helps them in the ultimate goal, and their life purpose somehow brings it around for you. I'm sorry to hear that, Sanjana. Let's see what happens. Okay, so we have temperance, and then we have moon in reverse and temperance in reverse. Look where you are at right now. If you wish to choose, I think you said yes, that you should, that you want to move on. Look, it wouldn't be a permanent severance, but yes, you should move on and go ahead, explore. Okay, so the most important thing that is coming is you should explore rather than thinking, okay, so this is where I get the money, this is where. No, you should do odds and ends job. Okay, so multiple jobs where you have short term jobs. So of course you are doing your freelancing thing, but try to dabble in different sectors, because as I see, the various sectors that you go into are very related to where you want to end up. So maybe a higher version of just being a photographer. Maybe you have a website, maybe you have an agency, editing agency, and you start from nothing. Maybe you go into animation. Now I'm just throwing around some ideas, but I see that it is related to where you are at, but it wants to upgrade itself. So you should go into dabbling into different kinds of, what's the word, sectors. You should go for different sectors. So you work somewhere for 1 month, then a different place for 1 month, because we are in the era where it doesn't matter if you stick at one job for a long time. So as I see, you wouldn't last at any job for a long period of time. You are supposed to be an entrepreneur, so no, you wouldn't work under anyone, but you are supposed to work different jobs until you create something that becomes this entity or and legal entity that you're supposed to create. So now we have moon and reverse, so you are struggling with this idea as to how it would happen and how people would pursue you, how it would be. Okay, if you're here guys when I'm doing your reading, हाँ ना करते चलना है, otherwise it breaks the connection between us. Okay. Okay, so where was I? Yeah, so I do see that you have a lot of issues with how people pursue you or what direction you are taking, and you are looking at yourself as a entity ki, how does it look? So the less you are worried about how it looks to other people, what I'm going to tell other people, the happier you would be. So they are asking you to seriously just start feeling things rather than looking at it. Like I don't understand how photography works, but I am guessing think photography is looking at something and thinking how beautiful it will look in what, like, you're doing something but you're putting it, you're capturing it forever, right? But you cannot do that for yourself. You can never make yourself stand still forever in your best moment or in your worst moment. So you have to understand that you're not a photographer, you are a moving entity, and you would keep on evolving. So it doesn't matter what you become, you have to accept yourself even if you look bad in front of other people. So I hope you understand that. But as I told you, a vision, I saw that you are somewhere in future, you're wearing very formal clothes, and you are at the side of a road near an enterprise or something. The building is greenish, and you are telling a person that you used to be in this field and then you got another opportunity, and now you are not as miserable as you used to be because you finally gave up on something that was draining you. Okay, I think that's all I have for you. We are going to cleanse the space. If you have anything you wish to say, you can. Okay. Hi, Aqua Alpha. So, Aqua Alpha, yes, definitely, Vishal. Do keep me updated if you wish. Aqua Alpha, Sanjana, sorry. The money thing you mentioned once became the reason somehow, but somehow you still want to go in psychology field and don't want to leave it. Then don't leave it. Like, does it have to be the same university? Does it have to be the same direction that you take? Because as I saw for you, okay, things were supposed to come later on in your life anyway. Okay, if anything, I wouldn't suggest psychology. If as a study you can do it, I wouldn't suggest that you go into the field as a practice. If you're an Aquarius, um, that would be intense. It would take you some time to practice separation, but as a study you can do it. I wouldn't recommend actually becoming a therapist. Yeah, so becoming a therapist would not be a good idea. It would take some. Hi, can you see me? Okay. So Sanjana, as I said, look, I don't think you should be a therapist. I do see that it would create some kind of issues with maybe family, maybe even relationships. As a study, you can do it, but I highly recommend you should not be a therapist. It's just if you have a Saturn's influence, what happens is Saturn naturally is supposed to be, now don't take it very extreme, it's just my experience, okay? So Saturn naturally, is this your moon sign or is it this your ascendant sign? Aquarius. Okay, give me your birth details. Today I did a lot of birth charts. Look, I would help you out as to which field you should go into, but your energy is telling me you should not become a therapist. It would definitely cause some kind of issue in future or even nearby. Birth time and place of birth as well. Hi Neeru, welcome. Okay, what job did you have before psychology? Okay. Actually, journalism was a good job for you. What happened? And did you consult an astrologer before you switched or tried to go ahead with something else? Okay, so for your information, you are double Aquarius actually. So yeah, Aqua Alpha. You're double Aquarius, and there is a lot of Saturn's influence on you. Everything would relationship issues. I can see that. Uh, a dream was always to become a doctor. Okay. Uh, Actually, becoming a doctor is something that you can. It's just, how do I say this? Look, becoming a healer would also bring you down emotionally, but I would suggest if you want to learn it as an art, okay? So if you are helping someone out, or if you're studying, researching, even journalism, what you're doing in exploring the field medicine, the field of medicine, even psychology, whatever you are doing, and printing it out would be highly recommended. It would be great for you as a self development thing. But if you go into healing of any kind of healing arts, you would more likely give more than you can receive, and it would tear you. Okay, so it would be like I see tiny threads going away. um it's not a difficult thing, it's more about how it would impact you. I hope you understand. Okay, so um, just a suggestion, why don't you start teaching tarot like a course? You have amazing knowledge. Well, problem is, I don't think I would be able to. Okay, Shraddha, I'm talking to you. I don't think I would be able to map it out. Okay, so yes, I am writing a book and a lot of things would come into it. But the kind of personality I have, I think from both perspectives. Okay, I don't think I would be able to teach anyone just one thing. And then there is teaching, and then there is confusing people. So I don't think I'm a teacher material. If anything, I am a guide, so I can point you in the right direction. I can't teach you, but thank you for believing in me. Yeah, all the best to me as well. I also wish that for myself. It's just right now I am in a slump, but ideas are still in my head. Okay, so Aqua Alpha, for me, I never believe in relationships and never wanted one. As you mentioned, problems would be there. Yes, I do see the problems here. So if you don't want a relationship, good for you. I would never force a relationship or anything on anyone. If you don't want to, you don't want to. Even if you want to go into medicine, go into medicine. It's just something that I'm telling you. If you have information, you have information. It never hurts to have information. So it's not, I'm not forcing anyone. Is there something that you wish to know, since I already have your chart open? Because I think we have done your reading before. I would like to bring some kind of conclusion here. But I see you do pretty well in your community, in your society. Whichever career you go into, even if you start a business, you do really, really well. So I would highly recommend you do that. Like, you have the personality that you would be able to manage multiple sectors that comes with having a startup. So if you wanted to go into journalism, or even printing, or starting a new magazine where you print whatever you have learned, or gaining different people in there. Yeah, so even like I do see this for you, that you are creating a magazine, maybe an online thing, and people subscribe to you, and you attract multiple readers and scientists and researchers, maybe some poets, and you create this magazine where you publish it, and you are both the admin, the CEO, the writer, the curator, the editor. At the start of it, you have the personality who can do a lot at the same time. So if you ever want to go into business startup, this would be a great sector for you. And researching, learning, you should do that for a lifetime. Otherwise you would collapse. Okay, so keep on learning. It actually sustains you. I cannot talk about relationships. That's a forte that even I'm not good at. So and you don't want to know. So that's it. Um, I see Saturn in retrograde. Wow. So Saturn is in retrograde, but you are double Aquarius. So I would say delays are a part of your life. You cannot do anything about it. But somehow I do see that in future people would know your name. You should continue with that. Well, okay. Is there something that made you leave journalism? I'm sorry, I didn't understand. Sanjana, now get the thing I wanted, or say the kick a person. Okay, please rephrase that. I did not understand what that was. No, it's not a translation. Okay. Hi Tanu, welcome. Hi Sonal. Sonal, didn't we do a relationship reading for you the last time? What happened? Okay. Yeah, start a business. Seriously, start a business. Something that does not require any kind of. Look, I'm gonna be straight with you, Sanjana. Go for your studies. I wouldn't recommend medicine of any kind for you, but still up to you. You do what you do. But I would suggest start a business. You would be great at it. I think people like what I see for your future. It's a psychic reading for you. You are supposed to be known, so your name would be something that people would when someone is writing a thesis, there's supposed to be citations. I see your name be there in citations. So the best possible outcome is, without using your own money and still keeping your studies up, would be starting a newsletter. Okay. And I don't know where the magazine idea came for, but if you do it, great, do let me know. I would like to send you my articles. So that's all I have for you. All the best. And well, what can I say? I think that's it. Okay, so I'm gonna cleanse the space. We are too deep into it. First I need to clear your chart. So we are gonna have thunderstorm. You're very welcome. Please take care. Hi Sonal. So we did. You actually told me was 95% was possibility of him coming back. The thing is, I was very emotionally drained, so I blocked him, and I just want to know, was it the right? If you're emotionally drained, okay, can you describe this drainage to me? Like, was he doing something? So look, I've realized it. So sometimes when people say someone is toxic, sometimes it's an active kind of toxic and the passive kind of toxic. So did he do something that drains you? His talks drains you, or just being around him drains you? Okay, so is it active or is it passive? So you think he was breadcrumbing you? I am not gonna say anything just yet. Okay. No, this is not complicated. Google breadcrumbing and find some videos on YouTube about breadcrumbing. This sounds like Carrie Bradshaw and Mr. Big. Okay, so look, what is happening is this person does not have a bad intention. This person is just a lost soul. And right now, what you did was because you just shifted timelines. Okay, you have shifted timelines and you no longer align with this person. Wherever they are, this person does not have an anchor. Okay, some people have a very strong anchor, they are very dependable. Some people just know who they are, so people like to be around them, they trust them, and whatever they want they say it. And if no, a no is a no and a yes is a yes for these people. But some people does not have an anchor, so what happens is they keep on shifting and changing, and today they are with you, tomorrow they would be with me. It's like moon going with different nakshatras every single time, because well, that's its job. A wandering planet, a rogue planet. No, it's not dumb, it's not dumb. It's just it was very hard for me to realize this, but whoever we love in what time, it's a reflection of who we are. Okay, so in future, if you want to know if you really love someone, because there would come a time where someone would love you just right. Okay, it's everything that you want, but something feels off. Then it's your mind telling you that whoever you end up with, whoever you marry, is a reflection of who you are. And you would suddenly realize why you don't want to be with them, even if they do all the right activities, because they are not meant for you. So what I see for you is you have shifted timelines. Okay, this rogue planet doesn't have an anchor, and where you have reached, like suddenly there was, everything was going well, you were looking for something, he aligned with you for a little bit, and suddenly you shifted timelines. Okay, so now you're attracting something different, and your energy just feels this weird pull as to, I don't know what it is, I don't want to be here. Okay, so it is perfectly normal, it's perfectly fine, you're going in the right direction. I would suggest, don't question yourself so much right now. Give yourself, I would say, for the next 3 months, do not question yourself regarding this. After 3 months, go at it, do whatever you want, but for next 3 months, let the shifts happen. Okay, so if you do not have a time thing, like I usually have a uh, I have a template where I record 24 hours of the day, because when I started, I wanted to see what are the timings, and then I was able to change them. It took me like 6 to 7 months to put it right. So if you don't have it, for next 3 months, just see what changes. Okay, suddenly you would see that maybe you have a hair belt, and suddenly it, rather than having seven balls on it, it suddenly have only six. There would be a small and a few changes around your house, in your locality, that you would feel like, I remember it having differently than what it feels like. Okay, it usually happens when we jump timelines. You won't be able to explain to anyone, so I wouldn't recommend explaining it to anyone. When you feel like this seems a little different, accept it, put it, note it down that this is the day I feel like I jumped timelines. That's it, that's for you. Don't mention it to anyone else, but it would happen. Okay, a lot of Leo energy actually in your chart, a lot of Leo energy. Okay, so I think I'm done for the day. A lot of Leo energy. Okay, so I am done for the day. I would hope to see all of you tomorrow. If there is anything, you can always reach out to me in with the links in the description or in the pinned comment. Okay, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Bye, Sonal. I'll see you. Bye, Divya. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay. Bye, guys.